What is the system? Many talk about the system, but who is the system? They talk about a bad or good system, but these are just the consequences. They pretend to expose the system. Really? They want to change the system. It is impossible. Leaving the system, leaving what? If they don't know what the system is. And many ask what to do. Thinking for ourselves would be the first thing to answer. How to get away from the programming is a very bad question. Because if we talk about the system and programming, then we talk about something that need code, need application. And so we look deeper into that, what is really going on. So people ask, what system? Yeah, if we ask them this question, they say there are many systems. Yeah, but this is the wrong answer, because there are many heads, but there is one beast. There are many applications, but there is the same beast. So mostly never a straight answer, even if we put out the video already 2016. Maybe a too long video for people to watch, so we will try to break it down, that people maybe get more interested what the system really is, because are they no interest? Are they too lazy? Are they too arrogant? And they don't even admit not to know what the system really is, because they think nobody knows. But it would be a fundamental question if people want to leave the system or want to expose the system. So this confusion is worldwide spread, and of course, if someone is manipulated, you don't know how the manipulation is working. So that's why we have to recognize where the manipulation is really coming from and how deep this really is going. Many using the argument the system is how the society is functioning, the rules, the police, the money, the politics. But it is a blind acceptance without questioning. And there we have a huge problem, because if we really want to know what is going on, then we always have to dig very deep. But complaining about the result of the system they don't like, pointing fingers and pointing on themselves. And this is exactly what the system wants. They don't want people to know where to look. So they put everything in place that people just can point fingers. But if people don't know what the system really is, then we talk a little bit like about Santa. Nobody can talk to him. Nobody know where he is. So it's like a fiction, or like an illusion or a fantasy. And some say it is the Matrix. Yeah, get out of the womb. Yeah, but just to remind people that Matrix is a Hollywood movie. It's a movie. So strawberry or blackberry is the same illusion, even if you take both. Just to remind people what is really going on in the end scene. So it's like to talk about the unicorn if we don't really get to the point what it is really going on. And if people talk about Matrix, then they are not born, reborn, another religious thing. So let's go straight up into the thing what's really going on. So to run a system, it needs a computer or a robot. It needs an operating system. It needs language. It needs program language, codes, functions, and applications. And a user that or a AI computer that will run the system. The funny thing is that the program is also for school or even live programs or TV programs. So are we computers? Are we robots now? Because if we talk about the system, then we talk exactly about the same thing than what is really going on. So the question is, where is the system? Can we talk, handshake, drink tea, insult the system? System, where are you? No answer. So we never have a direct contact with the system. It's not the government, it's not the money, it's not the law, it's not the police, it's not the rules. The system is or are all thoughts in our mind that we didn't create ourselves. Every thought that we copied and adopted is the system. Everything else outside are the consequences from this pre-programmed system thoughts. From influence, conditioning, instruction, explanation, education, from parents, friends, teachers, partners, professors, doctors, priests, politicians, philosophers, poets, scientists, physicians, specialists, experts, guru, marabouts, Pied Pipers, whistleblower, influencer, movements, cults, gangs, from books, TV, movies, newspaper, internet, holy or other scripts, from hearing saying, or any nonsense or not self-questioned, tested, verified, scrutinized source. This is what the system is. It is all thoughts in our mind programmed by this kind of influence. So it is a blind, trusted source because we didn't verify it, if it's really true what they are saying. And again, it is manipulation by the manipulated. So all they are already programmed by the same system. So let's go to the system code. To hide something, we have to hide it in plain sight. And there we have it. The system code is 1, 2, 3, ABC, all written language. Everything that has a name, definition, is already limitation. Every symbol, that's sin, the bar, the evil, the reversed life. Symbol, sign, is the sign of the cross, crucifying everyone, killing the soul life within. And everything around who is worshipping, following, trusting, obeying. This is what the system code is. And just an example, if we go to China where they never hear English and we say, hi, they don't know what you mean. Maybe because of the handshake, but if we just say, hi, where is the road to there? They have no idea because they are not programmed by the same code. We always exchanged with hand, feet, whatever. We always get through of the main thing that we need. Yeah, if you want to drink, if you want to eat, you don't need words. You don't need words for many things. But we are going on. The system program is the program, grammar, black magic, mumbo jumbo, grimoire, book of incantation and invoking demons, the grammarian who is the magician. We spell words, making sentence. We learn to read and write, the write, making the ritual. But we never get taught what the words really mean. Do or come from. Who invented them, what really the purpose was for it, we never get that. So the system is programmed in our heads. Everything else are the consequences. And this is the same for everyone else. So the system applications are time, space, mathematics, distance, measurements, physics, and science, rules, laws, astronomy, astrology, biology, spirituality, ghosts, impaling the soul. Belief, meditation, yoga, esoteric, new age, Kabbalah, vegan, vegetarian. Culture, tradition, habits influenced by bacteria, virus, germs, micro, macro, nano, quantum, telescope, zoom, or a loop. Universe, solar system, galaxy, planet, ball, earth, flat earth, hollow earth, center of earth. They never went to the center of the earth. How can they pretend what is in the center of the earth? And the same for agriculture. That was already to cultivate something. That was already one of the influence. And today, going into permaculture, aquaponics, hydroponics, money banks, loan, debt. These are all ideas done with 1, 2, 3 ABC. So all the rules and regulations, politics, lobbies, think tank, multinational, oligarchies, royals, dynasty, and the government to govern the mental. So this is what the system is. Again, there is no way to do anything of this stuff without ABC 1, 2, 3, without symbols. And this is what the system really proposes. And as soon as the government have governed our mental, from thoughts to action, the outcome. So the thoughts, feelings, words, and actions, or are these programs, emotion, spells, and reaction? Because this is the program, what makes everything and manipulates everyone. So, just a quick into ego and emotion, as we already exposed in many videos. So the E of ego and the E of emotion is ecclesiastic, but also the E, the letter Romans evidently found words beginning in est, spt, sa. That's the snake words. There was already pronounced before. Then it became the I, all-seeing I. And that is where we became into. From ego, we get put in a sandpit with the name, with the birthday, nationality, with punishment, reward. We get this ego and the whole influence of our feelings get hijacked, and everything what we think, the reactions we have, all this stuff. So we are not anymore conscious of what we are doing at all. Through 1, 2, 3, ABC, and all this. Through this code. So nothing in the system works without this. We can go in all directions. There is no way to get away and do something else. So it is punishment, reward, on, off, good, bad, left, right, understanding. So if we want to see the manipulation and what the origin, what is really going on, then we have to watch the original. So we have to go to the nature. We have to go to see what life is really around. And here we have an example how some indigenous people meet for the first time the white man, the system, and all what the white man had is to propose him the system. And we will watch and we will look closer.
The footage you are seeing is unedited. The only addition is the voice of Jean-Pierre.
According to Huawei, they don't believe that the white man exists. But if they do, that makes me one of the living dead.
So they didn't. They thought the white man was like a ghost, so he was not like solid. This was like the story they told to each other. So this was the first encounter with people from the bush, and we can clearly see that to convince them to come. You can watch the whole tribe meet for the first time or first encounter with the white man. You can find it. So more they come and they get more interested, and what he give is rice, matches, so they can make a quick light and a knife. So of course this was all stuff that they was very very impressed very quickly. And the problem is that they didn't tell them that for having a knife, for having matches, or for having rice, all the system that is behind the whole destruction, the war, the rituals and all that. So this is like how the manipulation is working, is always by charming, as we see in the videos about the psychopaths. It's always the charming, the give to make independent, and then the manipulation can work. But this is clearly to see how we still can come from the original and what is really going on. How quickly people can get manipulated through ego, because in nature we have everything. Yeah. So as soon as the man have something that another don't have, so the ego is created, then you have the individuality, then you have the division. So you have to know more than the other. So that there is the whole system coming into place. So many say to change the system, so let's change the system, but we can't, because then we have to invent everything again. The whole system code, ABC 1, 2, 3, we can't use the same thing because it's all under intellectual property. We have the video about the patents you can watch, where we are going more into details about why we can't change the system. And also, you can't have a system without war, murder, rituals, violence, abuse, manipulation, lies, corruption. And the owners, church, oligarchs, royals, whoever, this is the idea. They want us to focus on the top of the pyramid, but the eye is the all-seeing eye, is the ego. So it's in our mind, the system. It's not on the top of the pyramid. That's the catch. And the whole system is based on pure black magic. To deceive, satanic, is against life, because the system does not exist. We can't meet the system. It's all planted in our head to make constructs of whatever application they want to have it. Astronomy, flat earth, vegetarian, vegan. Yeah. So these are all the applications. This is the program. These are the programs. So if we want to let go all this bullshit, then we have to recognize that it is completely against life, everything. And we have to sacrifice our own life to make the system work. Nobody would kill life for nothing. It would not make sense. That's why they have to deceive. That's why they have to trick. And this is the whole idea of to make a whole chaos. They need to divide ourselves from who we really are and from life itself. So only taking full responsibility for all thoughts, feeling, words, and action will bring change. Questioning, scrutinizing, verifying everything, observe all shit we are doing, and let go step by step. Because this is how the world is created. And this whole world is patterned by patents. So it's all up to us how we want to live, how we want to deal within the system, but at least nobody can say they don't know what the system is. Here it is. Thanks for watching.